Boobs.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP live play. Wildewitch RP live play TTRPG session. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We are a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And today we are playing D&D. This session features the Stygian Turn, a tense and terrifying story set in our very own Velenar campaign, where the cold northern city of Arlecha is overrun by carnivorous undead. Will our heroes survive this apocalypse? Or will they be devoured and transformed into horrific monsters? With us at the table, we do have some of our awesome players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master, storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes as they arrived at a most harrowing sight. And we'll begin with an introduction for Callus.
Hello, my name is Brent. I'll be playing Callus Darkwind, an Air Genasi rogue who has a thin build. He's new to Arlecha, sent here on assignment from his guild. He had spent time scouring the city's taverns for any sign of his contact while keeping a close eye on the guards and their patterns. Since the outbreak started, he's nearly lost an arm, but he has received information on his guild's assignment and is now in the search for a Landriel Sunweaver while trying to stay alive.
Ooh. Interesting things are ahead. Next up for our introductions, if we have her, for Anansi. Seems that we're gonna hold off on Anansi's introduction. Next up, let's learn about Walk.
Hi, I'm Nix. I play Wark. He is a middle-aged goblin druid who runs a herbalism and potions store. Who, through delivering some merchandise, ended up trapped in the tavern with 4 goblins and an Air Genasi. How can anything ever go wrong? And it's always wriggle time.
It's always Wriggle time. We love it. All right. Next up for our introductions, let's learn about Scrungle.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I'll play Sprungle. She's a goblin barbarian who had a divine connection to the goddess of blight and beauty, until an unfortunate incident almost resulted in her death. Though through sheer spite and her hearty constitution, Scrungle recovered stronger than ever, and with the ability to shift to a more bestial form during combat.
All right. And then let us get a introduction for Zanilla.
Hi, I'm Ridian, and I'm playing Zanilla, who's a young goblin acolyte, has limited ability to heal. She flits from healing house to healing house, helping the sick. She spends her time off gardening, hanging out with her best friend Scrungles, and gossiping. She finds herself in a very scary situation and is trying not to freak out.
All right. And, excuse me. Like I had said before, we do have another player with us. Anansi will be joining us here very shortly. However, we do have a story to dive into and some dire straits that we left off in last time. You've returned from a attempt to find survivors and supplies. mainly supplies, to a very disturbing sight. Pyres being built, and people tied to them. One of them being that druid you had seen before, one taken down, the one whose companion had been speaking to, Walk, primarily. And that callus you had noticed bore the same markings as the small piece of paper that you had had. It is right as you are arriving. They've not yet started any fires, but the intention is clear. What do you do, survivors?
What do we do?
Well, we can't just let them, like, set them on fire, right? We gotta help them.
As much as they want to, what can 5 of us do against all of them?
Um, huh.
And then it'll be all the summer pyres right next to them.
Anyone would like to roll for me an insight check of what you might want be able to do in this moment.
Yes, absolutely, I would.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I've got really good insight. Forgot that.
Yeah, true. It's wisdom based. We love it. It is Walk and Zanilla. Saving everyone might not be entirely possible. These are desperate acts of people who are looking to make some sort of appeasement, a way to save themselves, sacrifices. But you could save one. And if you were to save one, it is likely the druid who's going to have the most information for you. You could plead with Father Aiden, the de facto head of the church in this crisis, to see if you can at least secure the druid.
What do we know about the druid?
That he was captured. This is, you don't know too much, but you were the one that recognized him. Walk. He is a hermit that lives in the outsides of
Oh, yes.
the city. But he has, and I don't think Callus has shared this information, but there was the note that Callus had found, with the strange formula and herbs, but those markings that are on the note are the same ones that are on the druid.
I'll pull out that note and show it to everyone and be like, hey, I think he's got markings that match this. You think maybe
What is that?
something? I found it on the bodies outside.
So somehow he's tied. But if we share that information, do you think they're gonna go ahead and blame him more and kill him? How can we
Probably.
turn? How can we go to make it sound like we need him? Um,
Why don't we
he's
just create
like,
like a sub story? Just like, oh, this person's really important to us. Please, can we get him back and you can kill all the rest?
oh, that doesn't sound great either.
I mean,
Or-
it's going to be the goal anyways.
Or
This just feels
how
awful.
about, I know this man, he's a herbalist from not far from my shop. He's been incredibly helpful in healing the people in our district because Father Agent doesn't know bugger all about our district. He never comes down that way. You know, he'll be great in healing people who are injured, yada yada,
Yes,
whatever.
yes, that's great. I mean, we're in a dire straits, so yeah. Telling him that we need him is gonna be great. We should do that.
And that stops us having to go, yeah, you can kill everyone else. Which I feel a little uncomfortable about.
Oh, we're not saying it, but
No, I know, Swingle.
Okay, so who's good at talking?
Yeah, not me. I'm a bit weird for most people's liking.
So Callus
Like,
or
I,
Scrungo?
I'm okay. I can give it a go.
it's my best skill, mental skill, but it's still not good.
I'll just put it out there. There is an old adage of many hands make light work.
oh, we'll help, absolutely.
Interpret that as you
Right.
will.
Yes. But Callus will take the lead and we'll jump in.
Well, we better not waste time then. They don't seem eager to wait to set the fires.
No.
Well,
And I'm like, you know, wringing my hands as I walk next to Callus.
I'm following along.
Alice, what do you do?
We'll go find the guy in charge.
He's right there. Hard to miss him.
All right. And this is the father. What's his name?
Aiden.
Father Aiden, yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll just stress on this. Father, this one. What is his crime?
He's practiced unsanctioned magic, of course.
Well, my associates here know him to be more of an herbalist. Is it possible there was some mistake? He could serve a purpose in helping keep people well throughout this crisis.
Roll a deception check.
A 12.
If you need it, you can have my inspiration.
I mean, yeah, if you want to throw your inspiration towards Callus, you can roll with advantage. Go.
If Callus would like it, he can have it.
Sure, I will roll again. Worse.
No.
So, a 12 is you can see that there is perhaps a hesitation. He doesn't quite seem to believe what you're saying, but you might have a chance here to pick up on the conversation and perhaps talk your way through.
Well, my friend Walk here runs an herbalism shop that I have myself frequented and knows this man for his, coming for supplies, not for magic, but more for herbs.
Yeah, that's true. I do. I run a herbalism shop in the workers' district, and he comes in for potion making and herbalism ingredients all the time. I mean, he's well known and well loved down there. I'm going to try and make eye contact with the druid to kind of go, back us up here, kind of like go with the story.
He's not quite in a well state right now. So he's not going along with the story.
As long as he doesn't contradict us, I'm good.
Yeah. But yeah, if you would like to roll a deception check, Walk, go for it.
Yes, I will. Yeah, no chance. I'm a weird little fungus man. Like,
We love you though.
oh no, I'm an adorable weird little fungus man with like creepy mushrooms growing off my lichen-covered cloak.
Now, Father,
And
wouldn't you rather
Father,
be remembered for saving this man and employing him rather than, perhaps risking other lives if he's not around to help.
And Father, we could really use the help. There's so many people that are hurt, and there are hopefully more survivors out there. And yeah, hi.
Go ahead. Roll a persuasion check. Either both Callus and Zanilla can roll one each, or one can roll with advantage.
Yes, I think Callie should roll with an advantage.
Very well. 19.
Yeah, okay. Um, you seem to be getting through, then as the figure of Father Adine pauses in thought, you would notice an advisor coming up to him. Not yet made it here, but arrives just in time as you can hear, reluctantly, Father Adine, Adine, calling for the release of the druid, where you can hear his name, Stygian Turn. Very elvish, like him. And this new advisor looking at you, Father, are we sure that you wish to be trusting the counsel of ones such like these? They seem the sort who defy orders, causing more problems than they're worth.
No, hold on a minute. We went out and got supplies. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I'm sorry. Do you not want as many healers as we can get? I don't know if you noticed, but the dead are up and walking.
Father, as he turns away from your group, I just suggest caution in the future on relying on this group's information and perhaps ability, as he sends another look at your group.
Take your own advice and be a little cautious.
I touch my staff of the python and cast Shillelagh just in case we need to smack a bitch.
The guards that release Liriandan will bring him over to Father Aiden, who in turn hands the druid into your group's care. It seems at the perhaps disapproval of this advisor. You so wished to save this figure. He is your responsibility.
Thank you, Father Aiden.
Oh, he'll be very useful to everyone, I promise.
So, what do you wish to do now?
Should we usher this guy into a private room, and ask him about the paper I found and his markings?
Yeah, we found
Oh,
a
yes.
private room before, didn't we?
Yes, I think we talked to a ferret in there.
You talked to this guy's ferret in there.
Oh, it's this guy's ferret.
Just as
Let's
you
take
said that, it looked like you lifted the cat up. You talked to this guy's ferret.
Yeah, no, Max is wanting attention.
How can you tell? Uh, yeah, let's take him back to where we found that or talked to that ferret.
Okay. So, as your group heads in, unfortunately, the others do not share quite a favorable fate. But you were able to save one life this day, and perhaps this one life will be able to help you save more. As you are heading towards the private room, I need a perception check from Callus.
14.
You see Dolana again. And he gives you a hand signal. One you know that means Max, buddy. One that you know means conversation. One that you know means opportunity.
I'll hand this druid guy off to Walk and the paper, and I'll say I'll be right back.
All right. Do you want us to wait for you?
No, go ahead. Go ahead and proceed. I think he'll be happy that we've done him a favor so far. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
She's gonna watch Callus.
Okay, so do you want to stay outside of the room then, Anansi?
Stay out. I'll keep watch.
All right.
It's more idea and Nancy.
Why don't we get a perception check from Anansi then?
So real bad at those. How about a 9?
Well, you have them, of course, in your eye. You can see the
Yeah.
two of them meeting. Alice, as you approach, Delana looks up at you. And he speaks in a low tone. Glad to see you made it back from your trip.
Yeah, we gained some favor, but that was more of a distraction. You have something more?
Well, I've got another contract that has popped up. One with a little bit more urgency than what you originally received.
Okay, what do you have?
A very high value target. If you're up for the task.
So you want me to take a second contract in the middle of whatever crisis this is?
You can forego the first one. This one will pay more than that one could ever reach.
And the guild won't have a problem with me skipping out on the first?
I'll handle what needs to be handled here.
Alright, well, money talks, right?
This more urgent target is the good Father Aiden.
Oh, well, a very visible figure here.
It's why it pays the big money.
Alright. I'll see what I can do. Same outcome as the other.
The details of this one are a little less defined. It is, again, arrived with some urgency. It just needs to be done.
Very well. I'll just kind of brush past him and kind of meander through the room and eventually make it back to the goblins.
Okay. Anansi, unfortunately, you didn't hear any of the conversation. You just saw the
Wasn't
two.
trying to.
Yeah, you
Just
just
wanted to keep an eye.
uh-huh. You just saw that they talked, and in the private room, Lyrian Dunn is thankful that you had saved him. Again, he doesn't look to be in the best of shape. He's still, it seems, a little bruised up from whatever scrap he got into as he was being arrested, as you had seen him before.
I'm gonna for him a sip from my water skin.
And he takes it gratefully.
I'm glad we managed to get you away from that.
I fear that there are not enough words in the language to thank you.
Well, we've perhaps saved you from one death and kept you around just to be turned into some kind of undeath. So maybe thanks something that can wait.
You notice a shift in his sort of being as you mentioned the plague of the undead. He sort of curls in on himself a little bit.
I don't want to keep on bothering you where you just had a very dramatic near-death experience. But we found um this no the a letter with a bunch of little runes on it and stuff like that that matches what you have. Do you know anything about it?
We'll show him the letter.
As he looks at the letter, again, sort of hunched down, I don't know anything about this paper.
Well, what do you know
Insight
about the
check.
runes? Oh yeah, good point.
With a 14, Lyrian Dunn is being very precise in his words. He doesn't know anything about this paper. That's not to say that he doesn't know anything at all.
What do you know about these runes?
A little bit more that the 14 gets as well. Zanilla, you would notice that there is shame and guilt that he is showing signs of. As well as something a little bit more somber underneath it. As thankful as he is, there's not really this sort of fervor that other people might have having been saved from death. He seems very resigned. But,
What was his name again?
Lyriandan. I can put
Oh,
it in.
come on.
It's an elvish name!
Why are they never called Steve?
Oh,
Steve the elf.
Thank you.
Lyriandan. But Let me just double check on my notes for the runes, 'cause... Well, Faye is misremembering them. Ryundan would have that knowledge. He'll just, he doesn't make eye contact, but, they're old magic.
How old?
Older than myself. Older than the city.
Lyrianda, I have a feeling that you know more about this than you're letting on. Please, we're all in danger. Can you please just tell us? What is this? What is it used for?
Roll a
Does
persuasion
it
check.
have anything to do with what's going on? Oh, lordy! Callus, why do you let me talk?
Sorry, I just felt really confident in you.
That was almost natural 20. Oh.
How unfortunate. As
Don't smile when you say that. How unfortunate.
it seems with every question you bring up, more of that guilt becomes apparent as he sort of seems more and more resigned, less willing to talk, and just sort of falling into that trap of whatever fate awaits him is the fate that he deserves.
I look over at Anansi and goes, can you, he's hiding something.
I'll walk up to the front. Listen, if you know something that can help other people, you need to share that. Again, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a whole lot of shit going on.
I'm going to attempt to help by saying, look, we helped you. We saved you. And if you've got any chance of saving even one other person with what you know, you have to tell us.
I'll say, based on what Anansi and Walk has put forward, since Walk is helping,
Helping.
you can roll either a persuasion or a intimidation check, your choice here. Each of you can roll one, or one of you can roll with advantage.
And Nancy can roll because I have negative to both of those.
Okay, great. I only have a +1 for both of those.
I have a negative one, so you'll get 2 more on the dice than me.
And everybody else has just been persuading. We'll just 19 intimidation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta be a little scary.
Sometimes. Just a little thing.
I don't know what happened. I know what we were trying to do. I know what I was brought in to help with. There was research. Secret research in the magics of undead. But I suspect that they kept me in the dark as much as they needed to. And I don't know how what we were working for became this rampant destruction.
Who is we?
Who's they?
I was drawn to Arlecha from my order because of what this city offered me. An opportunity. An opportunity to deepen my understanding of the cycles of nature and life. The balance between death and life. And I was hoping I would find a way here, one that could restore life to the fallen but not disrupt a natural order. One that could keep balance. And here in Arlecha there were laboratories. Advanced magical laboratories where I could work. Of course, Arlecha is not a fan of the magic that I weave, but I thought it was all well here. In these places of research. I was sought out. I was to bring aid of development for humane reanimation, but as I toiled away, what I thought was healing, it was a sickness. I didn't know it. They are a conglomerate. A guild of their own, leadership. It's not one person. If any one person is to blame, my own blindness. I put so much effort into this. I nurtured it. Up until the moment the corpses rose, attacking without mercy or hesitation. The guards were overwhelmed. The monsters escaped. I tried to get away. I contorted into an agile cat. But at every turn I was attacked and chased. And even here at the cathedral, I'm not safe.
Quiet and angry. How do we stop it?
I do not know.
We've got to go back to the laboratory where it all started, right?
Oh
Seems
God,
like a
I'll do.
lead.
But that's so far and so dangerous. Who are they? Do you recognize any of? Are they in this cathedral?
If they were in this cathedral, I would not be talking to you.
You came very close to not being able to talk anyway.
You would have been without this information. It would have been
Lucky for both of us.
just a sickness then, wouldn't it?
I think you're still being very... not giving as much about who they are, this guild conglomerate. Do they have a name?
We are a mage's conglomerate, as far as I'm aware. I was blinded by an opportunity. I don't have this. I don't have a name of this guild. I could
Yeah, but how about name?
point you in the direction of the laboratory. I could draw you a map even.
Or you could take us there.
I am in no condition to go there. I would slow you down. My wounds would call the dead to you. I could give you the information, and you could make it there. You could try and drag me along with you, but that is more risk.
You're an evil man. And I go sit in the corner of the room.
He had a positive intent, did he not?
To
So he
mess with
says.
death?
Isn't that what
I
all
came
these
here
healing
to do
houses do?
came here to do underground research. It's just
It was
necromantic magic? That's just wrong.
Oh, necromantic magic. Resurrection, revivify, that's necromancy. It was to bring people back without disrupting the natural order. I can understand that, but being blinded by an opportunity from a mage's guild that you didn't even care to learn the name of, that's stupid. And that's coming from me.
All right, let's not waste time. Somebody give him pen and paper.
I have crayons.
You can't give him your smack.
You can have one crayon.
As he is drawing the map of the laboratory, and as well as on the other side, a map of how to reach it. Roll for me a history check.
Oh my gosh. Gringle's on it.
Alright.
Job, Scrungle.
So far, it's everyone except for Callus. We'll see what Zanilla gets.
I hope it's all the goblins.
Very well could be all the goblins.
All single goblins. All single goblins.
Zanilla, do you want to roll a history check?
Oh, I apologize. I know everything, Faye.
Okay, so it's everyone except for Callus and Zanilla. You would recognize where the map leading towards the laboratory leads to. It is Zvordegrad, which you know is one of the oldest structures in the city. It is a ancient fort hailing from the early baronial periods. It predates the founding of Arlecha as a city-state of its own right. You know that it features many tunnels and passages and served as a dungeon long after it ceased to be the city's seat of power. Decades ago, it was abandoned by the ruling elite, transformed into a hospital, a house for the poor, and an asylum. And it seems that beneath Zvortigrat, there is a secret research laboratory.
Do we need to share this information with, leadership?
Absolutely not.
But what if something happens to us? They need to know so they can stop it.
Oh, they
I'm
can't
fairly,
trust us, remember?
and I'm fairly sure they will be the cause of whatever happens to us. They already don't trust any kind of magic. And they're going to question, how do you know this? Where did you get the information from? Why did you save this guy? We're on our
All
own.
right. Okay. Oh, so I have a question. Yes, I think we absolutely need to go, but I have a, the things that we found at the at the little scroll bag. Um, there's something called Hero's Feast. It'll help us with a lot of things besides food and water. Something that could help us not be frightened and whatever. Should we have that before we leave?
I will remind you that that takes an hour. Just putting that out there.
You gave it to us.
You've been given something, but yes, it takes an hour for that spell to have effect. You have to be eating for the full hour.
Also, I know we're in a rush, but is there a chance for a rest, or are we just going right to it?
I will remind you guys that from one of the survivors that you the survivor that you were able to save from last episode had alerted you that the people that had managed to escape are planning to burn the city. So
Right.
probably are more on a time crunch than you like.
Time's of the essence, it
I
seems.
feel that answers that question.
We gotta get
Next
out
weird
of
voice
here.
in my head.
All right, all right. I guess we're ready to. Well, we should go then.
Maybe we
So
save as
Nilla,
much time as we can now, and hopefully we'll be left with some time, and then later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Zanilla's hand and squeeze it and say, "Look, I can see that you're scared, and it's okay. We all are, but we'll have each other, and there's no benefit to being scared. We're gonna have to just do it anyway, and we'll be right here."
Oh, thank you, Buck. I don't know what I would do without you. Okay, well, we have Strungle with us. I know she's very capable. And these are the new people, Callus and Anansi. They look pretty good. And Callus is big, so he'll make a larger target. Okay.
I think I'm
Oops,
average.
did I say that out loud?
We can, yeah, we can hide and blend in, and you'll stand out a lot more.
Okay, alright. We should go then. Not waste time.
As you all are preparing to head out, and as you've been having this conversation with Lyrian Dunn, another conversation has been taking place.
No, it hasn't.
Tully, Brigade, Adrig have all met in a corner with a gaunt figure. One they call Chancellor Lacrius. A chancellor who, as advisor to Father Aiden, has a mistrust of your group of survivors. And their group in these conversations. Watch the room that you have entered into. A nefarious intention gleaming in their eyes. You have an idea of what you need to do. Your next objective to try and survive this plague of undeath. Or at the very least, to survive the night.
I look up at Callus and kind of expecting him to lead because, you know, he's big.
Well, we need to get out of this church.
Let's find a way out. We'll just kind of start poking around. Windows, doors. Out of sight.
Are the back rooms, back doors?
As as an acolyte of the church, do I know this cathedral? Do I know a way out?
I mean, yeah, I'd say you'd know a less obvious way out.
Okay. Then I go ahead and lead the group there, please.
Okay. Do any of you try and seek out supplies before you leave, or do you just head out? Because you could, now at risk of people asking why you'd be leaving, you could try and seek out some aid in the form of magical assistance, if there are any surviving acolytes who can tend to wounds.
Oh,
The
yeah.
higher-ups might know of perhaps some magical items that could be of assistance, if you wish to ask for their help. But again, this will maybe draw eyes to what you are doing.
Well, we can always say that we want to go out and look for more survivors. If they ask.
Or more supplies.
And more supplies, yes, that's important.
And that we've had one successful run doing it.
Yes, yes.
Sanilla, this is the cathedral's your world. Do you have ideas about who would be good to talk to, who's more accepting?
I, in turn, asked that same question over to the game master.
Roll for me a history check.
Why?
To see if you know these people. A 13. With a 13, you would know some things. However, we will get the answer to your question after our ad break. So, hang with us. We will be right back to continue our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, however, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen and in our chat room. Donations not just support us at Wildewitch RP, they unlock awesome perks for the entire community, perks that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. So hang around. We will be right back. All right, we are back in action, and as we are returning, Sanilla, you had wanted information to see if you knew who to go to get some aid before your trip. Of course, you know that the first person who would be able to open any doors for you would be Father Aiden. He is at the head of the church in this time. He's going to be the one who can open any door if you can convince him to.
No, he's a knob.
The next people would be his council. The brother Gothin, the mother Kveta, that other figure you don't quite know. Beyond that, you had seen Sister Ajira, the tiefling that was at the Rest in Resin, when everything broke out. You don't know how much magic she might have, but those are the people that you know are here who may be able to help.
Okay. I think we had to go for Mother Savethi.
Mother Kveta,
Kaveta?
Kveta, Kveta.
Kaveta. Kaveta. I think we had to go and ask her first, and if she doesn't, we can go ask the sister.
Is the sister is the one who was at the Rest in Resin, right?
Yes, she's just
Yes.
a lowly acolyte.
She's the one who fixed, Callus's arm.
Yeah, so we didn't have to chop it off.
Yes.
Missed opportunity.
Yes.
Very thankful.
I mean, no.
Callus laughs. He thought that was hilarious.
I mean, one way to lose weight, right? But yeah, let's go to talk to Mother Kaveta.
All right, you know Kvetter, so lead the way, I guess.
We go to trying to seek her out.
I will say that you know of Kveta, you don't quite know her. This isn't the Zanilla, this isn't your church that you were part of. This is a different cathedral. You just are recognizing the hierarchy. So, you can approach Kveta. What do you say to her?
Mother Kaveta, you don't know me, but I'm one of your acolytes. Well, to the church. My name is Zanilla, and I was wondering. Well, we want to help out all these people, and we already did one supply run, but we're gonna need more. So we want to go out and find things, but we could use some help. You know, maybe like some heals or any abilities or items or anything that could help us out there.
Roll a persuasion check, and you'll have advantage.
We're doing
Did you
big
see
goblin
that
eyes
one?
in the background.
Did you see that one? Okay, that's 14. I'm sorry, what was that at whack?
I said we do big goblin eyes in the background. Trying to look adorable.
The sister, or not the sister,
like
the
that.
mother, is a figure of sympathy, it seems, at your story. I do not have much. I am not the head of the church. But we can do what we can. And as she looks to the small group of acolytes in her retinue, everyone will be able to gain back 5 points of healing.
Was anyone down?
Nope.
Down 4.
I was down a bit.
You only took a short rest, so if you had used all of your hit dice, you could have gotten all the way up. But that is what Kaveta can offer.
Okay. Whack, I know you're not a big fan of Father Aiden, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
I suppose it's for the greater good.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go now ask him.
I'll come with.
Me too.
Oh, we all need you with the sad eyes.
Alright, I'm coming with my sad eyes.
So you approach Father Aiden, who is tending to what he needs to keep this area running. What do you say to the father?
Father Aiden? Looking at the people inside, they need help. I mean, we were able to get stuff for food for a little while, but I think we're gonna need more supplies. And we already went out once. We're willing to do it again, but we could use some help. Is there anything you can give us or do for us to give us an extra boost?
Roll a deception check.
Oh crap! Do I get a
Nice.
advantage?
From our giant goblin eyes?
Goblin eye.
I will not give an advantage from Goblin Eyes. You have to add to the conversation somehow.
Oh my god, it's
We're
like a
not
negative one.
We're not gonna last very much longer with what we have, with the amount of people that are here.
We're really
And
trying
if
to
you-
risk ourselves for everybody's benefit.
And if you lose us, it's 5 less mouths to feed, eh?
Can I try and act like very injured and poorly and try and roll a performance so he feels pay?
Aiden isn't heartless. I mean, you can go for it. You just... I can't just give you everything on a silver platter. You have to work for it. So, it does seem that you have had some people try and assist you here. So, Zanilla, you can roll with advantage your deception check. As he looks over your group, you can see his eyes sort of flick over to the figure you had seen before outside when you had saved the druid. And then back to you all. His head lifts a little higher. I do not believe you are acting purely in the interest of others here. I do not believe that you speak your words so truly. Do you wish to amend your statement?
We might have a lead on what caused everything. We want to go check it out.
You see a very visible shift in the way that Father Aiden stands now. It's curiosity. A lead, you say?
Yeah.
How much time do you think it would take for you to investigate this lead?
A few hours, most.
Depends what we find, but I concur. A couple of hours.
You can see that he looks off into the distance. There's a look of calculation in his eyes.
Listen, you don't have to let us out, but if we don't check out where this started, we might not ever find a way to stop it.
And let's be frank, Father Aiden. What have you got to lose with letting us out?
It's not the letting you out that I'm worried. You are free to go as you wish. You always have been. It is safer for the others if people do not leave, but I'm not going to force people to stay in here when they could make it worse for the others. I want a charisma roll from the group here. Just a straight charisma roll.
Oh, I get a natural 20 on this one.
It's the goblin eyes.
Mm-hmm.
One of my goblin eyes is a bit wonky.
Endearing.
The eyelid just begins to start twitching. Um, the father,
Cute.
after some bit of time, I must send a message. But in the meantime, you may have access to the stores of the cathedral. Take what supplies you think would be necessary.
Thank you, Father.
Such a kindness. We will remember.
And we'll do our best.
Yeah.
You're able to find the stores with ease, and I'd say a quick investigation check to see what might be in here that's of use.
Hell yeah.
Twinsies.
So Anansi, Walk, and Callus, between the three of you, you're able to find some very helpful things. 2 potions of healing. Enough rations for each of you for a day. And 3 vials of holy water.
Magical axe of smiting undead.
Unfortunately, they seem to be all out of that.
Ah,
Dang.
is there at least like a gap where one would fit?
Yeah, you do see that. It doesn't have like a log of who last rented it out.
Just a little sign saying "remove for cleaning."
Yeah, right.
Okay. Is it weird for me to say I think maybe like the bottles of holy water should go to Callus, Anansi, and Scrungle? Because you guys are up close and personal people, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And then for potions of healing, I mean, I think definitely one should go over to Scrungle, and the other one is.
Well, you're the closest thing we have to healers, Anilla. You hold it and you can pour it down our throat if needed.
Okay. Are you sure?
That
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that.
You keep them both. I don't feel comfortable having both the healing potion and holy water on me because I feel like I'll get confused and accidentally down some holy water. So if I don't have the potion on me, then that's not going to be a problem. Or
Okay,
I
Scrungle.
look a healing potion at a zombie.
Now I need to do that in
Okay.
Baldur's Gate. Just throw healing potions at all of my enemies.
OMG.
Um, I don't think that run would last very long, but
Mm-mm.
I think you should stream it though.
maybe I will. So with your supplies and conversations had, is there anything else you do here before you depart from the cathedral?
I'm ready.
Yep. Do you think that this is a bit late to think about this, I suppose, but that weird, immoral, questionably morally grey druid? He had a little rodent friend. If rodent friend had been there before, do you think it's worth seeing if rodent friend can come with us?
I don't see why not. Since
Because
you know him, do you want to ask?
when you say I know him, I mean he's a hermit who lives in a shack in the forest.
You
Not.
talk to the ferret. You know the
Oh
ferret.
no, I do. I do know the ferret. That's true. Not a statement I thought I'd say today, but
It's quite the day for first, isn't it?
yeah, and this is one of the more pleasant ones. Guess I need to focus on that. Almost died, but chatted with a ferret, eh?
Also, just want to ask, um, does it cost energy?
Just what?
AKA spell slot?
Carry a ferret?
Talk
To
to the
talk to a
ferret.
ferret.
Oh, to talk to the ferret. Yes, it does.
Ooh, I think you ought to just go ahead and talk to him like a normal voice and grab him and then, take him with us. I don't think you
Although,
gotta waste
Oh, yeah.
well,
No,
that's the
I was gonna ask the druid if I could take the ferret, and then be
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Okay, there
"Sup,
you go.
ferret, hopping up."
I think the last thing you said to the ferret too was like piss off or something. So
Yeah, you were trying to appear normal
I
and tell the ferret to go away, and the ferret took
no,
that to heart.
I think I called it disgusting burn.
well, either way,
Oh.
I was acting.
uh, ferret didn't think so.
Right. Oh yeah, that's just what we need in this pandemic. Some more emotional manipulation.
I was just trying to lighten the mood. I'm gonna go say bye to my dad
With his one hand.
Oh, God.
with his one hand. He
Well, at
only
least
needs
he doesn't
one to
have.
wave.
That's what I was going to say. He doesn't need to choose which one to wave with.
Figure out the ferret.
Yeah, I'm going to go ferret. I'll go figure out the ferret. I'm going to go and try and figure out the ferret.
As you reach Liriandon, he has a bit of unfortunate news. He released the bindings of his familiar in the moments that he thought that he was about to die. So he would have to cast the Find Familiar spell to get Glimmerthorn back. He is magically tapped.
Great. Thanks. Alright. Bye. And then I'm just leaving.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything besides that. Like, he is completely, like, he's in his self-hatred hours, so.
He's in his blue period.
I only ever think of Regina Spektor when I think of blue. Yeah. So. You're able to head out. Why don't we get a stealth roll for you guys heading out of the cathedral? Those are always fun.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah,
So
love
what
it.
fun.
Whoa!
Oh, look,
Look at
that's
you
that's
guys.
actually pretty good. Look, 14 on disadvantage.
Yep. All great.
We're not talking about walks right now. No, so overall you guys did fairly well here. And you're able to, it seems, avoid a lot of the eyes of the cathedral as well as the undead that are in the immediate area of the cathedral as well. You have the map, and the map is leading you towards the Dirty Penny, which is the more poorer district of Arlecha. The shortest and likely safest path would be through the commons to the west. You can travel across the district wall, and that separates the commons from the trades folk quarter. It's about a quarter mile, and from there your trek is about a half mile along the wall, and when you reach the Dirty Penny, you then must cross another quarter mile of ramshackle houses before you can reach the grounds of the Zwardegrad. So, is there anything that you are, besides, of course, keeping careful in your movements, anything you guys would like to do here?
What's the weather like right now? And the lighting condition?
Lighting conditions a little messy again. You're like in fog. There's smoke from the pyres that were burning around the cathedral and the fires of the houses that burned down in the origin crises. It is not the best for visibility.
Just keeping an eye out for any supplies that just might be on our way. Easy to grab, something to stick in a bag and bring back.
Perception check. I will keep that 4 in mind.
I'm sure you will.
Anything else? Any special things that you all would be doing?
Oh, just, keeping an eye out for dead people.
Oh yeah, there's like hordes of undead all around. You're just
God.
able to, with your current stealth rolls, avoid them.
Okay.
That might change, of course, but for now. As you are getting to the end of the Divines District, you would notice that there is a bit of a hiccup here. There is a collapsed building right against the wall that you've been traveling next to, utilizing that as your guide path here. You could try and go through the wreckage and the debris, or you can take the chance of moving through the alleys and passages.
This might be one of the only other situations where I'd say the collapsed building is the safer option.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
At least there'll be some cover.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to ask for athletics or acrobatics to move through the collapsed building. Alice, you're a rogue.
Remember who's rolling the dice here.
These rolls weren't all that bad on Tuesday.
I had like 6 nat ones.
They weren't all that bad.
There's not anything worse than that.
So you're able to move through, though Callus, you get caught more than once on some of the wreckage, and as you're pulling yourself free, it does cause things to sort of slide, which creates the danger of getting trapped down here, of calling attention, as you can kind of hear the sounds of the undead. But your group makes it out. But I am going to ask for another stealth roll to move from the Divines through the Commons.
Oh.
Right. This needs a little bit more math than what the other one did. You are able to see there is a... You know that there's the bridge that leads into the Dirty Penny. You can see at the far end the gated archway that leads to that bridge. However, you hear the sounds of rushing footsteps coming towards you. These heavy footfalls of a feral sort of beast. And you turn and you see 4 zombies rushing straight towards your group. We're rolling initiative.
Where's that 2 seconds ago?
Oh, come on. Come on, D&D Beyond. Alright. So it's going to be firstly Anansi, and then Walk. I don't know why I said Callus.
We look the same.
Yeah, twins. It's always getting me. Maybe it's because, I think of rogues and I think good at initiative.
This is some biased feedback.
Alright, so Anansi is the first to act. What would you like to do as there are 4 zombies rushing at you?
Oh, how far off are they?
You know what? We'll say at start of combat, the zombies are 35 feet away.
Okay. Am I stupid or am I smart? I'm actually kind of smart. I'll post up, and I'll hold an action to attack when they get close. Within me.
Within melee. Okay, sounds good. Walk. It is your turn.
How far can I throw my staff?
I'd say 20 feet.
As long as I can throw it more than 5, then I reckon I'm alright. So... Oh no, but that'll be an action, won't it, to throw it? Oh no, hold on. Use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 foot. So I throw it within 10 foot in front of me towards them and yell, "Wriggle time!" And say, "Attack, Wriggler!" And that is my turn.
Beautiful. Well, Wriggler goes right after you.
So Wriggler has a speed of 30 foot.
Hell yeah.
So Wriggler should be able to get to them. Because I'm hoping that Wriggler can just be a tank for us, really. So I am going to... Wriggler is going to go and try and constrict whichever one of them is furthest forward.
Sounds fun. Go for it.
Okay, so it's a +6 to hit. Nope, that's a nat 1. Wriggler misses.
Unfortunately, Wriggler misses. And after Wriggler's turn, it is our zombies go, who are all going to gang up on this giant constrictor snake. And try and take some attacks. The first attack against Wriggler will miss with an 8. But I'm pretty sure that a 24 hits.
I mean, I'll check you. Yeah.
That's going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage and 13 points necrotic.
You say 4 and... Sorry.
4 and 13 points necrotic.
Oh, so 17 total.
17 total. The
Riddler might die.
the next attack is a 12.
That hits.
That's going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points necrotic.
So another 12.
Another 12.
Yep.
And then, unfortunately, I believe a 10 misses.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Then that's it for the zombies. As they try and tear into Wriggler. Scrungle, it's your turn.
Right, so if they tried to get the snake and like gang around, one of them would have came round and would be within 30 feet now?
The snake is huge.
I'm going to say, like, they're not tactical thinkers, so they're not, like, I'll say you could get to one, yes.
Right, I'm gonna head over to one and just punch him in the knee. That's an 11 to hit.
An 11 will hit a zombie.
Oh, great. That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And I guess I use all my movement. Bonus action, I'm gonna dash and chance the op attack to move back. 'Cause I don't want to be near 4 zombies.
Yeah, it's gonna try and bite you. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes, a 24 hits.
So, you're looking at, that's gonna be, 5 points of piercing damage. And...
Right.
5 points of necrotic.
That's fine. I'll move 30 feet back. I'd rather suffer the wrath of 1 zombie than 4. That's my turn.
Can you roll for me a d6, please?
Sure. 5.
5. Okay. So the bite is right on your shoulder.
Right. That's fantastic, Faye. Thanks.
It is now Zanilla's turn.
I see that and I freak the blank out. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the one that just attacked my friend with my light crossbow.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit.
That is total of 10 points of damage.
Okay. Anything else?
A lot of swearing internally.
Okay. Then it is Callus's turn.
They're all still piled around the snake, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to shoot at a different one, please.
Sure.
The short bow, that's an at 1. Alright, that's the turn. Can I bonus action hide?
If you have the bonus action hide capability, go for it.
Yeah, I got cunning action.
Roll for
Hide.
me a stealth check.
15.
Okay, I will keep a 15 in mind, but you feel hidden. Anansi,
Yeah,
it's your turn.
great.
There is one that is technically within 30 feet now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll run up to it. We'll stab it a couple of times. An 18 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 6 piercing
Okay.
and bonus action. That's an 8.
An 8 will just hit.
4 for 6 piercing.
And that's one zombie down.
Awesome. It's my turn.
Alright. It is going to then be Walk. Your turn. There are 3 zombies all around Wriggler.
I consider calling Wriggler back, but I think Wriggler's doing what I want Wriggler to do. So I will cast Chill Touch on the one that is nearest me.
Okay.
10?
A 10 will hit.
Oof. It takes 3 damage. It can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn. If I hit an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me at the end of my next turn. And then I'm going to use... In fact, actually, I'm going to use my Fury of the Small to do 2 extra damage.
I love it.
Ah! That's how it sounds. And then I'm going to use my Nimble to hide as a bonus action.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please.
Okay.
I will keep an 8 in mind, but you feel hidden.
Right. So Wriggler it's Wriggler time.
It's Wriggler
Wriggler's it's Wriggler time. They're going to try and constrict again. So okay, 24. Better.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah. 8 plus 4 is 12 bludgeoning damage, and one of them is grappled.
Alright, the grappled one is screeching and trying to thrash its way out. And it's our zombies go. The one that's in Wriggler is going to try and bite.
No.
And we'll get an 8, so I believe that's a miss.
That is a miss.
The other ones... we're gonna go for a Anansi. The first one is a 10.
No.
The second is a 17.
That'll hit.
This one slams itself into you, trying to grab hold of you. That'll be 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points necrotic. Scrungle. It's your turn.
Right, this is fun. How far away is the closest zombie then if they move up further?
Yeah, there's one that's on, no, there's 2 on Anansi now at 30 feet.
I don't want to do the 30 feet and then dash again, because that was stupid. One of them's been hit, right?
Yeah.
Great. Can I throw my holy water at him?
Sure.
I don't know. I didn't actually add it to my inventory. What is the logistics of holy water? There we go. Throw it up to 20 feet. So I'll move up 10, throw it 20, make a ranged attack against the target, treating it as an improvised weapon. Is that strength or dex?
This will be dex.
Um, 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. It
Nice.
shatters, and that wasn't enough damage. He takes 11 points of radiant.
Okay, 11 points of radiant to this guy. He's looking pretty rough. But
Can I add a Fury of the Small to that? I don't think I can.
I'll allow it.
Sure, another 2 radiant.
He's on death's door.
I'll scurry back 20 feet, so I'm 40 feet away, and that's my turn.
Then it is Zanilla, your turn.
And the one at the near the death's door make me a dex 30 check of 14 as I cast Sacred Flame.
I can give you a 6.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Well, he goes down.
Oh! Yay! Okay, end of turn.
Callus, you are hidden from your enemies at the start of your turn.
I would like to shoot at a zombie, please.
You'll have advantage.
Excellent. I like that.
Are you shooting the one that's on Anansi or the one that's held by Wriggler?
I'll shoot the one on Anansi.
Okay.
That's a 24.
A 24 will hit.
And that's a sneak attack.
Oh no, your rolls aren't coming through.
Oh, it was a 24 to hit, 5 short bow damage, piercing, and then 7 sneak attack.
I was about to remind you to do Fury of the Small, but you're not.
I mean, I'm like average size.
Fury of the Tall.
With Fury of the average.
It's ambivalence of the average.
All right,
You can add +0.
what was the total damage again once more?
Oh, it's because I rolled it in the wrong place. It was 12,
Beautiful. Did you roll it in the secret rolls?
maybe.
Oh, okay. Anything else from Callus?
That's it.
Anansi,
Uh-huh.
what would you like
Zombie
to do?
in front of me just got shot, yeah?
Yeah,
We'll stab him.
like right in the gut?
Yep. 24.
That'll hit.
4. We'll add Fury of the Small for 6.
I'll count Wriggler as an enemy if you want to use that, because he's within 5 feet.
Is he?
Yeah?
Can I keep my Fury of the Small and do sneak attack instead?
Yeah?
Okay, great. It's another 2.
The same number.
It's the same.
Beautiful. Yeah, this zombie's looking pretty rough.
Alright, I'll stab him again.
Go for it.
A 19 to hit.
Yeah.
For 7. 10 minutes plus 11.
Well, sneak attack is only applied once.
I don't know how to do this. I play this character once a month. You expecting me to retain all of this?
Well, 7 is enough to get this thing looking pretty rough. Now it does have to make a check here.
Oh, can I add Fury of the Small to that one?
Yeah, if you want.
Great,
then
9.
9. So this guy has to beat a 14.
Uh-huh.
He gets a 12. It's another zombie down. You only have the one that is held in Wriggler currently.
Ooh.
It's my turn.
Walk. It's your turn.
Chill touch. 9.
A 9 will hit.
4.
He's still thrashing about, but he's looking worse.
I hide.
Alright, roll a stealth check, please.
17.
Uh,
Mate,
you feel hidden.
I maybe actually hide this time. Okay. Wriggler's going to keep holding them and bite it.
Go for
Nat 20 biting.
it. Hell yeah.
That's some biting. So max is 12, 16. Plus 2d6, 16 plus 16 plus another 9, 25 bitey wriggle damage.
Yeah. That is the last zombie down here.
Yeah, it's mother farther wriggle time.
I immediately rush over to Scrungle. Scrungle, oh no, oh no! And I give you one of the health potions.
Does anyone else hurt though? Like bitten?
No, my lover, just you. Wriggle time, and the snake goes back to my stick, and I'll pick it up again.
Grungle, you can feel the sort of fight in the bite wound here, the pulse of your adrenaline-fueled heart beating. As Zanilla hands you the healing potion.
Right.
Above
Go.
game. How long did it take that bard from turning? Was it an hour?
I will remind you not so much how long it took the bard to start turning, but how Callus started having a response almost immediately. It was
Okay.
within minutes.
Hear me out here, right? Technically, I would say that a goblin is food for a variety of people and monsters and stuff, and definitely for zombies. You are food for zombies, and therefore, if I cast purify food or drink, you should be free of poison, right?
I find that kind of offensive, actually.
Okay,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
want? Look, I'm trying to think of any way that I can help you.
I hand back the healing potion. There's no point in me using this.
I
Can
start
either of
crying.
you do that thing that the sister did for Callus?
Not today.
Should I start cutting around the wound and maybe get it out or slow it down?
I don't
I-
know if that will work.
Might as well. It's either I die bleeding out or I turn into one of those. So, you know,
What time is the of the essence? Cut it off.
I'll hand someone my greatsword.
That's a little much. I'll use my
Yeah.
dagger.
I'll help Callus.
So, Callus,
Yeah, what's up?
you are working on the shoulder. It's luckily not right at where the neck and shoulder meet. That might make things a lot more difficult. You are just on the shoulder, the joint that connects this. Do you do any sort of preparations to the dagger, or are you just going right in?
Oh god. Off game. Shay's reaction is giving me feels.
I am going to, I don't know the player or the character, but I'm going to dip my dagger in the holy water.
I was about to suggest.
Okay.
Just kind of shrug and just kind of pour it over the top, and then we'll start cutting.
As you prepare the blade with the holy water, as Scrungle, you feel that that throbbing of the wound. You're preparing for more. This is where we need to take our next ad break. So,
Motherfucker!
Oh, you are the worst.
What's
hang
wrong
tight.
with you?
hang tight with us. We will see you guys very shortly to continue our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're very important to us here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. There's a link for that on screen and in our chat room. Ko-fi donations not just not just support us here at Wildewitch RP, they also provide awesome perks for the entire community. Perks that include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests. There's a full list of those donation tiers on our Discord, so we'll be right back. We are back. And as we return, it seems that my captions have gone down. Un momento.
Oh no.
I need new captions as well, Faye, if you wouldn't mind. I might not need them. I might, be gone in the next half an hour, but
No, you'll be fine.
if you wouldn't mind.
Well, on the plus side, if you die, you'll get a long rest.
Oh, that's fair,
Yeah.
actually.
This is true. This is true. You should see the new link in the chat room. That's yours. I didn't put your name on it though. I'm sorry.
And how do I know it's mine then?
Because I'm telling you.
Yeah, but what if I forget?
Callus!
What if I click on it
Yes.
first?
Can you roll for me a medicine check? You have advantage from Anansi's help.
Would you like me to roll it in a way that only you can see it?
If you would do
It's
that.
gonna show up on stream.
No, it
No,
won't.
it's not.
No, because
Secret rolls.
we've got
A
secret
different
roll
campaign.
We've got the Secret Rolls campaign.
Oh.
Not that you've joined it.
There you go.
Is she not?
Okay.
You look so offended.
Callus. Would you like to give me a bit of a description of what you're doing here?
Sure. While Anansi holds Scrungle down, I'm gonna try and get under the bite, so I'm gonna kind of insert it in and just kind of rotate it in a circle all the way around.
Scrungle?
Mhm.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure, I'm good at those. That's it's an 18.
You don't pass out from the pain.
That's bad, actually. I think I'd prefer to.
As you grit your teeth, you can feel almost every move of the blade. And at the end of it, you hear the thud as a chunk of your flesh hits the ground.
I give you a healing potion here.
Do I still feel the...
How's it look from my perspective?
It seems that you've got all the bitten flesh out, and everything seems to look fine. You don't see any sort of black blood in the new wound that you've created. It all seems to be very normal. Scrongle, you do still feel it pulsing, but it's not the same. You've felt this sort of pain before from other wounds that you've endured. For now, you think that you are fine.
How much damage did I take from having a chunk of my flesh ripped off?
Why don't we make this a D8 roll?
That's
Should I roll it?
I'll roll it. I'm the
Alright.
DM. You'll take 3 points of damage from getting a chunk of your flesh removed.
Seems fair, to be honest.
I'll take the healing potion then.
And now you've just got like a give it in your arm.
There you go.
Oh.
Good as new.
It's gonna be
Take
a
a
sick
sip.
bar.
It is gonna be. That's. Whew. I
Should
think
get a
I'm
tattoo
fine.
here that says no divots.
We get a cure wounds from the universe as well for Scrungle.
Oh.
For 8 points of healing.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
back
good
to
heal,
full.
Faye. Thank you.
The dice giveth, and the dice taketh. But after this heart-racing moment, you still have the dirty penny to get to. The laboratory that waits ahead of you. You saw the bridge, the archway that led towards it. As you arrive at the gateway, you see what this looks like. You recall that the fighting started in the Dirty Penny, and you now know why. In this place, it looks like it was a death trap. The walkway is littered with numerous bodies. Several are crushed against the stone bars of the broken gate mechanism, where they tried to crawl over and escape. As you are moving past the archway over the grounds, you'd notice something. At the far end, there is a figure standing. Not undead. And one that you recognize. A hefty male fighter in Timber Knight garb. You see Tully is there, waiting for you.
What? What are you doing here?
Idiot.
2 more figures join at his side. Brigade, Edric, the halfling and Goliath companions of his. Roll for me perception checks here, or insight.
These are the ones that we fought at the in episode 1, right? At the bar.
Yep. That's the 3 idiots we fought.
That one.
Oh no!
I'm not perceiving it.
You're just like these fuckers.
They're the one who was talking with, at the back of the cathedral with somebody.
Not that
Whispering.
you know that. That was
Crap. Okay.
that was a little bit of a cutscene for our audience members who saw that. Everyone except for Wog is able to notice that there are weapons in hand. The stances of Tully and his crew are those prepared for a fight. Eyes are harsh. They do not mean to let you pass, and they're probably unlikely to stand down.
Can I do an insight check on like the, I guess, facial expressions, posture, just try and get a read for if they look like they're scared, if they were forced, if they're angry, if they're
Yeah, go ahead, give me an insight
vibing.
check.
If they look like they're defending what's behind them.
Scrungle with a 16.
Can we all do an insight?
If you want. Scrungle walk. the facial expressions here aren't of fear. They're not scared. There's anger, especially in Tully's face. A wounded ego, most likely. He seems almost eager to have this opportunity.
How far away?
They're at the far edge of the bridge. So the bridge is a full 60 feet. We'll say that you've covered about 20 before you spotted him. So 40 feet away.
Hey, could I have said that I reloaded my crossbow
Yeah.
on the way? Thank you.
I'm gonna grab one of my swords and a dagger and kind of give the sword a little twirl and head in.
Okay. Do the rest of you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm gonna tap my normal quarterstaff and cast Shillelagh. Not that I tend to get in melee combat, but there's no harm in having it.
Okay. Well
Can
then.
I
Oh, go ahead, Scrunkle.
just not expecting me to be the one doing this as the barbarian, but just shout, "Can we talk this out? Not really in the mood for another brawl today, I'm gonna be quite honest. We bet you up once, and we will most likely do it again. Bunch of twats."
As you call out with these words. Can't you see? It's your actions and their consequences. Sure, you beat us up once. But you've already said that you're not in the best shape for another fight. I've no problem kicking a man when he's down. No problem kicking a pint-sized mushroom top when they're wounded.
Right, well hear me out. So when we kick your asses again, and if I do it while I'm wounded, that's just gonna hurt you. So why don't we all just calm down? We can talk this out as friends, not against each other.
Or I take care of some competition, and I come back to the cathedral a hero after, unfortunately, unable to save some of these people out here, but now we've got more resources because there's less mouths to feed.
Oh, for goodness sake. What do you mean competition, you literal child? The whole point is this whole bloody city is plagued by these undead, and you're just playing, oh, I'm Mr. Billy Big Balls. I got my little face punched, so now I want to be mean. Just grow up and think of the bigger picture here, you fucking twat.
It is in
What he
the
said.
middle of this outburst from Walk that the anger that has been boiling over explodes outwards, and he is rushing in just as Anansi is rushing forward, and we are rolling initiatives.
Oh, fuck you, Wiggle Tongue.
I thought we'd get some, like, good information from that, but he genuinely is just, like, wanting a rematch.
I mean, they can't be that stupid. 3 against 5? Just
There's
for a
gotta be
rematch and to
something
come all the
else
way
going
out
on.
here?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
there's
why I
got to be.
want to get information, but now we're just fighting. This is why I
Well,
don't
we'll
play
keep him-
barbarians.
We'll keep him alive with like 1 hit point. I have spare of dying.
I love that you
What's
guys
that?
think that this guy is information.
I don't. I just think he's a. Sorry, I don't. I don't know why I did Wax voice there. I just think he's a. The rant may not have been 100% Wax.
He can't be that stupid though to go out with his pals in a zombie horde infested town just to fight us again. There's
He
gotta be
also
a
knew
reason.
where we were going.
From the
Exactly.
description we got earlier from Nyx, I feel like we're about to fight 3-year 11s.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe they're part of the ones who did this. Yeah? Or the
that
ones that who
mages
did this
guild.
if you sent them out. Yeah.
One of them's a mage. Hold on, you're onto something. I'm theorizing here. Where's the Goliath? He's a mage. Keep him alive.
Okay.
I'm pulling on threads here, okay? I want to know
Barbarian
things.
telling
I don't-
somebody to keep someone alive.
Listen.
This feels like meta.
She's not raging.
There he is.
Yeah, I haven't had rage in 3 sessions, okay? I had a near-death experience.
She's a changed goblin.
I grew up in like a druid's grove. I'm not like insane. I guard temples for a living.
I like that you don't have
Yeah.
mechanical rage, but definitely like metaphorical rage.
So Tully's
The
going
rage
to
of the
act
mind.
first.
Yeah.
After Tully, it's gonna be Walk, and I believe Wriggler's still out. So unless you would have said that Wriggler would have gone back into.
As much as it would be
Okay.
helpful to have him out, I think I said I brought it back.
Okay. And then Anansi. And Scrungle. After that, we've got Fakid. And then Adrig. Callus. And Sanilla.
Wriggler wasn't there last time we had a punch out with him.
So, Tully acting first. He has his sword ready. He is going for Anansi. And that is a 22 to hit Anansi. For 5 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
Walk, it is your turn.
Okay. Just looking. I throw down my stick and yell wriggle time.
Okay.
Does the health HP reset when
Yep.
it goes back to stick? Oh, thank
Yep.
God.
Yeah. That's why I called it back, because it was 2/3 mangled. It's back to full hit points now. And then I don't think I've got many bonus actions. So I'm gonna run in. Like alongside Wriggler, who is
Okay.
gonna run in a minute. Well, not run, doesn't have feet, but I'm gonna move in alongside Wriggler. Then it's Wriggler's turn. He's going to go in and try and constrict the mage, I guess. So,
Yep.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. 19 damage.
Alright. Tully's looking a little rough there. But, that's going to be Anansi's turn after that.
Cool. We'll give him a slash with the sword. It's a 7 to hit.
Unfortunately, a 7 does not hit Tully.
That's fine. We'll get a bonus action with the dagger. Which is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. I'm here.
Okay. Scrungle, it is your turn.
Right, can I, like, run up and, if you'd allow, just, like, jump off Anansi and then punch him in the face?
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, go for it.
Great. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
5 bludgeoning.
You see blood starting to come from his nose.
Great. I land next to him and that's my turn done.
Alright, it is Brigide's go. And she's just gonna try and shank Scrungle for punching Tully.
Is she within
Run
10
off.
foot of
Pretty
me?
rude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my reaction to deal 4 necrotic damage to her if she fails a con save.
Well, I
Just-
believe a 6 is gonna fail a con save, so.
It is, so she takes 4 necrotic damage when I just release a halo of spores from the mushrooms on my back.
Alright, she gives a bit of a cough, and she goes to try and stab, Scrungle with a 14.
Nope.
Okay, so Scrungle remains unshanked. It is Adric's turn. And Adric is going to... You know what? Yeah, he's gonna say screw it here. We're gonna get a magic missile from Adric. And it's going to be 1 towards Zanilla, 1 towards Walk, and 1 towards Callus.
Yep.
Zanilla takes 3 points of force damage, Walk will take 4 points of force damage, and Callus will take 2 points of force damage. And Callus, it is your turn.
Can I run in and get into melee with this guy that everyone's beating on? Is there a spot left?
Sure, yeah, you could get onto Tully. Why not?
I assume there's a flank here somehow, right?
Yeah, you could get into a flank.
There's like 8 people attacking this guy.
23 will hit.
A bonus action dagger. Ooh, 12 probably doesn't hit, huh?
A 12 doesn't hit, but Tully goes down.
I got sneak attack too. For Snake Eye.
Yeah, Tully's down.
Cool, that's it.
Zanilla, it's your turn.
The one that just tried to stab my friend, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my light crossbow at it. At him, her, them.
Her.
That is 19 to hit
19 will hit her.
for a total of 5 points of piercing damage. And I go, stop fucking friends, give it up. End the turn.
Alright, Walk, we come to your turn.
Okay, how near am I to the other two? To the Goliath and the woman?
10 feet to Brigide and 15 feet to Adric.
Okay. Okay, I am going to use my wild shape to do symbiotic entity. So I'm going to gain 12 temporary hit points, roll double damage for my halo of spores, and do extra necrotic damage if I bump someone with a stick.
Okay.
As my action, and then don't really have any bonus actions. So it will be Wriggler's turn. Wriggler is gonna constrict the mage, the one who magic missiled.
Okay.
Or he's gonna try at least.
Well, he's just a mage.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, that's gonna hit a mage.
Yeah. 9 plus 4 is 13 damage.
13 damage into our mage. Oof. Okay, cool. He's down.
As a free action, can I say, good job, Wriggler?
Of course.
Excellent. Yeah. End of go.
It is Anansi's turn. You have just Brigade, who just tried to shank Scrungle.
So, okay, cool. Can I skitch into a flank with Scrungle?
Yeah, totally.
Great. Swing the sword. An 11 to hit.
A 11 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's okay, I have a bonus action. A 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 4 plus 7.
And that is Brigade down. And you are no longer bound by initiative.
Am I gonna try to stabilize the mage? I look to Scrungle.
Show of hands. Scrungle puts their hand up. Really, guys?
Why?
Get info, yeah?
He just tried to kill us. For no reason.
I don't think it's for no reason. That's why I want to, find out.
Sure, it's just a bruised ego.
So they went out in the middle of a zombie horde to the place to stand where they knew we were going to be? How did they know we were going to be here?
I've seen people.
Can I
do
go
weirder
stabilize
things.
them by spare the dying?
As you're doing that, Catelys is searching the bodies. There's no written orders or information. You could try and stabilize them, but from what Catelys is finding, there's no reason for them to have been here, such as orders or anything like that. If that
Okay.
will influence your decision.
We did say show of hands. I was the only one that showed hands.
No, maybe you're right, Scruggle. I mean, if we can do it quickly, and are we out in the open?
You are out in the open, so there's likely people who heard that fighting, and by people I mean zombies.
Let's get inside.
There's really not much of insides left.
Great.
This is a ruin, so like you can try and do this, or you can try and find safety, but doing both is probably going to make it harder to achieve a full effectiveness.
Let's leave and get somewhere safe. That's the priority.
Yes, it is.
You do have the map of where you were trying to get to.
Right. Who can read maps? 'Cause I can't.
Grew up by a
I'm a
druid,
street urchin.
and you can't read maps.
There's a reason why I wasn't a druid, okay? The reason I was a god.
What's wrong with being a druid?
Nothing. I just wasn't smart enough to be one.
It's literally just because Scrungle can't read maps, they were like, you can't be a druid.
Yeah, I'm not wise enough to be a druid. I've got -1 wisdom.
Great. So, as you're moving, can I get, just for funsies, stealth checks?
Yeah. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, look at that! That's your best roll this evening on stealth.
Yeah, by a country mile.
Oh, you're all doing so well.
Don't say that.
Well, now we just need to wait for Zanilla.
You almost sounded disappointed when you said you're doing so well.
Yeah, it means the zombies can't find you.
I know, I'm sorry, Faye. I know you really wanted another
Oh.
zombie fight.
Oh. Oof. Well, good thing this is a group roll. And good thing that you do have a little bit of cover here. Not just is there the smoke from the ruins of fires that have broken out here, but there is fog that has begun to settle. Thick. The oncoming of winter and the colder seasons. This is normal in Arlecha. And while there are some very uncomfortable moments where you can hear shambling undead, too close for any sort of comfort, they do not seem to see you as you move through the fog. With your knowledge of the streets, with your map, you are able to make it to the area, the Zvordegrad, that rises up behind the ruins of this once shanty town. And here, it is the worst of the wreckage and ruins you've seen of Arlecha. There are many victims, trampled, devoured, those that were too far broken or consumed to change, to rise like the others. You pass by them and enter into the old fort, turning over the map to the other side to get to the actual laboratory that is beneath. Moving through this is going to take some skills. You can use investigation, perception, or survival here.
Oh, -1, or -1. The choices.
You can't do worse than Zanilla, who got a 7 with a +5.
Fair.
It takes cooperation, which your group has learned to rely upon each other in a very short time. Between your wits and your observations, your group is able to find a safe pathway through this wreckage of the asylum. And as you are crossing, it is deathly silent. There's nothing. No one here. But you come to an old metal bridge covering a collapsed walkway. The crevice below falls deep, deep, deep into the underbrim. But you would notice on the other side, the first bit of sound that you've seen and movement since entering in here. Undead, piled against and beating furiously upon a hard metal door. Roll for me a perception check.
I'd like to remain blissfully unaware, please.
Ooh.
Walk, Zanilla, the two of you would spot a viewing panel on the door is open. And you can hear people shouting at you. As if trying to get your attention.
Turn around and take a look.
They're beyond the undead. So you have the undead beating against the door, and the door has a sliding thing.
God.
So you don't have to. They are calling to you, but the undead don't seem to notice you here. You could try and go through the passage, but that means dealing with whoever's on the other side of that door, and right now they're just a voice. Or you have a map. It's got a generalized way to get to it, and beneath the Zvordagrot there are all sorts of tunnels. You could chance the crevice and try to find your way through the other tunnels based off of the map that you do have. It would leave you out of the danger of the undead, but it puts you into whatever dangers exist in the tunnels beneath.
I wring my hands, but I'm like, I think we ought to stick to the mission, yeah?
They're all
They're
right
beyond
behind
our-
the door. Yeah.
They're-
Sorry, Nancy.
They're beyond our help right now. There's no way we can fight all of that.
Yeah. Trying to help them's just gonna get us out in the process, and it's not gonna help anyone.
No. And hey, if we manage our mission down there, we can come back. Right?
See if things
Yep.
have cleared up after.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave.
Then you climb down. And you move through the tunnel. And I want you all to roll for me I want you all to roll for me survival checks, please. It takes some effort to navigate from the chasm down through the old tunnels back on course of the map. It leads you to the back of the asylum. A set of large iron doors. As you push it open, you see what must be Viriandun's laboratory. It's filled with plants and specimens and tools, supplies, and corpses of his once colleagues. I would like for Constitution saving throws as you enter in.
Oh god.
Excuse me. Scrungle, Walk, and Callus are overcome with the stench of the decay and rot here for a moment. But you can begin searching this area for clues, for origins of what happened here. Roll for me perception or investigation checks, please.
Say investigation or
Perception or investigation, yeah.
yeah, it's not great either way.
Anansi,
Hmm.
you find something interesting. As Callus, you would hear something interesting, you and Zanilla. It's almost imperceptible, but you swear you hear a whisper. As you kind of follow after it, as it comes from a office, it is within the office that Anansi you spot this. There are sketches and names and notes of people on the leadership team of the research efforts here. And you see a face that you recognize. A gaunt figure. One who cautioned against your group. You see a name next to it. Associate Chancellor Malacrius Duskgrove. Zanilla and Caliph, following that sound of the whisper, you see a doorway, one that is perhaps normally a secret, hidden. But here it is open and leading to a stairwell.
Hey, we've got some stairs back here. Hidden, perhaps, but exposed for now.
Hey, you guys remember that creepy guy at the church?
Yeah.
He's a part of this too.
Damn.
And was it him who sent these thugs, or was it someone else? We didn't tell too many people we were leaving.
I don't know. I'm gathering all of this stuff and kind of sticking it in my bag.
Okay.
Found stairs.
Yeah.
No.
Let's follow them.
As you move down the stairs, it is a perceptible change. The air is thick with the acrid scent of burnt offerings, with a residual infernal energy. As you follow the stairs down into the hidden chamber, you can see the walls were once stone gray. They now bear grotesque etchings of demonic visages, intertwined with skeletal motifs, made of flesh, blood, and bone, all forming this unsettling fusion of abyssal and necrotic. You see in the center room there lies a blackened altar adorned with a cruel symbols seeming to writhe in malevolent glee. A gruesome effigy rests on the altar, this grotesque amalgamation of demon and corpse, a representation of the unholy union that you are seeing here. Sinister and pulsing runes are inscribed on the floor in this ghastly mosaic. Pathways from the outer edges to the center, dead candles lying broken and crushed from whatever evil was released. It seems to echo and resonate the vile incantations as if the walls here retain a memory of wicked rituals. And as you all enter into this chamber, you all can hear the whispers. Roll for me perception checks. Scrungle, Sanilla, you hear that they are cries for help. And so too does Callus hear that. And you all can tell that it comes from that gruesome effigy on the blackened altar.
I'll head towards it.
Was behind.
Callus is gonna
Yeah.
hang pretty far back.
I'm not gonna let Scrungle go by herself.
What do you do as you approach, Scrungle?
Just get a better look at it, see if there's anything about it that I didn't realize from far behind.
It's mutilation here. Some sort of blending of a demon and a corpse, and still pulsing with unnatural life through it, calling for help in a what could be described pathetic voice, as if hurt or trapped or unsure, but that's what you see here.
Hello.
Help. Help me.
How do we help you?
I was deceived.
Deceived by who?
I don't remember. It's all fading.
Alright, what do you remember?
I was bringing herbs to heal. I was overcome. I was strapped down. I remember having a rotten form. I remember lashing out, waiting. And then I was flayed. My flesh carved from my body. I only saw who I had bit. I watched as he became ill, weak. I watched as he died and rose again. Then there was screaming.
When it becomes apparent that that's patient zero,
Yeah.
Scrungle takes a step back.
Walk. I want you to roll me a history check, please.
Okie doke.
It's transformed through whatever dark rituals have gone here, but you know that voice. Zivanka Silavri was another herbalist. Very skilled, a healer. Very compassionate in her nature. She was a well-respected figure in Arlecha.
Sorry, what did you say her name was?
Zivanka Silhavri. Sivanka is her first name.
Zavanka.
Mm-hmm.
Zavanka, are you still in there? It's me, it's work.
I am no more. Roll for me here as she's speaking religion or arcana checks, please. Scrungle. Sanilla. Callous. You know where the outbreak began. But the true origins of the curse lie in whatever ritual created this monstrous creature that came from Zivanka and holds her soul hostage. Infernal magics that are behind it, any cure or reversal of the plague would require the work of either tremendous resources or divine beings, none of which you have at your current disposal. But there's a little bit more here. Alice, with your 16 on your Arcana, you recognize other elements here. Elements of Veil d'Umbra. This curse has withered the barrier to the realm of the undead. It allows for dark and hateful spirits, wraiths, coming through and possessing corpses of the dead and dying. Perhaps then magic that is capable of reversing possession could be effective at combating this curse. But for Walk and Anansi, you are more entranced by the words of Zivanka. As she says she is no more, her words turn to begging, pleas of destruction and release.
Whack. I think we need to let her go. I don't think she wants to be like this anymore.
No. I think if we can give her release, then I think we should.
Last thing she will say destroy this Stygian rot. I would like Arcana checks, please. Callous Vanilla Walk. The most effective way to release Zivanka will be destroying her with fire.
Oh God.
I know. I
Well,
can't.
Dinterbox.
I can't watch that.
I'll take care of it.
Before um, I ask her, do you know how to stop the Stygian rot?
She was talking about herself in the moments before she
Okay.
said that, so it's likely because she said that
Okay.
she is no more. That is what she refers to herself now as.
Okay. I go, come on, walk. And I go and put my arms around her and I just turn us around. I walk away for a few feet.
I take one last look at Zaranka and then wordlessly turn around with Zanilla.
Anansi, you do what needs to be done.
Oh, I do.
As you are ascending the stairs afterwards, roll for me a perception check, please. Anansi, there's just fire behind your eyes whenever you close them.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
All right, Caleb, calm down.
Oh, something about the color.
Walk and Scrungle. Hear this. Footfalls. Many of them. Raging howls of undead. You will have to move quickly if you do not want to be caught by the feral creatures that exist down here.
Yeah, I speed up.
I'm assuming the rest of you, as you see you walk, begin to run, will do so
Yeah.
as well.
I'll point out that we heard something.
Okay. You move quickly, covering the ground that you came. But as you are reaching those heavy iron doors that lead out of the laboratory, they are not open as you had opened them, but instead they are shut. As you try and open them, they seem locked. There is a sort of sliding view hole on this door as you had seen on the other.
Mm.
Do you peer through it?
Mm-hmm.
You see an evil grin on the face of Chancellor Malacrius. You are, of course, about to see firsthand that in times change can be nasty and brutish, but necessary. For with change comes power, and I'll have all of it. And with that, he slams a separate piece of metal over the viewing port. And that is where our session ends. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you guys in our next stream, but until then, head to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord to jump into a game yourself, and head over to YouTube to check out all of our VODs. And I'll see you guys